Here's a review of how we did this summer with our first try at organic gardening on our front lawn in suburbia. Down there you can see I had 3 straw bales. I ended up using 2 of them. Right there is planted a single tomato plant, heirloom tomato called Amish paste, and that one plant planted in a straw bale that had been it's sort of been micro composting inside the straw bale all winter. That one tomato plant basically grew up taller than this 7-foot fence. Actually has about another foot of tomato plant up on top. So it grew about 8 feet tall, and it grew a span, that's tomato all the way over past that sunflower head is all part of this one tomato plant in a straw bale. So it grew about, at least 7-8 feet tall, and it grew probably 8 feet across. We've gotten dozens and dozens of great tomatoes, and that was just from one single plant. Right now it is the last day of October. I'm sorry, last day of September, almost the first day of October. There's still lots of tomatoes on the vine. Not sure that, a few of them have still continued to ripen. I just plucked 3 of them off this morning, but certainly they're less and less rapid in terms of the number of tomatoes we're getting off the plant. Some of these little flowers here, we can prune those off because right at this time of the year there's basically no chance that we're going to have any new tomatoes that would be produced just starting now. There's pretty much no chance that they would ever bloom to the and grow to the point where we could actually harvest them before the cold weather and shorter days set in. So pretty much just getting rid of the flowers on a few of those. And then in here we have more celery. It had been eaten down by myself and the deer, but it's growing again. Kind of draped across the top of it here. This is actually there's actually some leaves from a potato plant, which is planted down into some leaf compost and such down there, just at the front of one of the straw bales. And then this is the lettuce. Celery. And then here is a vine with some green beans and sugar snap peas sort of intertwined. And some of the sugar snap peas grew up and really did great growing up along the tomato plant. And you can see again here it's the last day of September. We're still getting sugar snap peas off of this vine, which is planted in the straw bale. The celery is also planted in a straw bale. We have more potatoes around here. The corn didn't do so great, but that's fine. You live and learn. And then there's watermelon. You can see the watermelon leaves here. Clover patch, another sunflower, and here are more. Here are some pumpkins. You can see one pumpkin down here. I have just up on a little platform just to keep it from getting too damp on the soil there. And here's some more flowers for the pumpkins. You can see that one's got a little slug inside. We'll get him later. And more clover, pumpkins. If you get a sense of the size of this pumpkin, it's pretty massive. Certainly bigger than a pumpkin I would typically buy if I was going out to buy pumpkins. Just to have my hand in here as a sense of size for you. So large pumpkin growing there. It's got to be at least 15 pounds because we had a 12-pounder earlier in the year that was already harvested that was much smaller than that. So anyway, so that's the latest here on the last day of September in terms of our front yard gardening here in suburbia.